Hi, sisters. Thank you so much for joining another episode of Motherhood Survival Guide with me as we navigate through motherhood. And this episode, I'm not going to be a mama bear, I promise. If anything, I'm just so emotional. It's an emotional topic. So I'm going to just get through it without crying. And if I do cry, you're not going to know because I have my glasses on. But yeah, let's do this without getting emotional. So the topic is, as you saw in the title, I am my nursing, my breastfeeding journey is coming to an end with my baby, and oh my gosh, that makes me emotional. Just saying it out loud, like I'm getting emotional just thinking about it. But anyway, so I did choose to nurse my baby from day one, and I was hoping to get to at least 1 year till she's 1 years old. But it's getting harder every day, every month, every milestone. It's just getting harder to do so, um, and like the reasons why it's hard, it's getting harder is because it's a lot easier to nurse a baby that's like between 1 and 3 months, a newborn from 1 to 3 months, than it is when they're like 4, 5, 6 months and older. It is so much difficult. And moms that have newborns or have breastfed understand. I think you can understand and relate to that. And the reason is because like a baby that's between 3 months and older is usually a lot more alert. They're moving around. They want to grab everything. They have a hard time like focusing on one thing at a time. So it just makes it really difficult. And with nursing, like the baby has to latch on the whole time. If they move away for a minute, like the milk kind of like it reduces the milk and then it starts over. It's so hard to explain. I don't know how to explain it. I'm saying reduce. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but it's difficult. That's one of the reasons. And second is like I noticed um, my baby is like getting frustrated with the process too, because now that she's getting older, when I'm trying to feed her, like I notice I'm not producing enough milk. So she has to like latch on for like a good 3 to 5 minutes to even get any milk. And you know how frustrating that is for a newborn or even for a baby. Like, and then she looks at me and she's like, "Mom, like I'm hungry. What's going on?" And there's nothing I can do about it. I can't control it. I just have to sit there and try to relax and like clear my mind and like and and keep her latched on, but she just gets so frustrated with it and she's like, "I don't want it anymore, Mom. It's taking too long." And I don't blame her, and that makes me so sad, feeling like I can't feed my baby. It's such a it sucks. It's tough. It's tough. Okay, and like I don't want to feel that way, and I don't want her to feel that way. I don't want her to hate nursing, her hate the process. So because of that, I think that's another important reason why I think it's time to stop. Another one is like it's really draining, you guys. Breastfeeding is such a draining process. Like it controls so much parts of your life. Like how much you eat. You have to eat just enough. You have to eat healthy. You have to drink enough water. You have to get enough sleep. You have to make sure you're not stressed out because stress also can affect your supply. And it's hard to handle all of that, especially when you have two other toddlers that need your attention 24/7 as well, and your newborn needs your attention too, and like you're trying to divide your attention between all three and give them enough attention and love and connection with each of them. It's really really difficult for me anyway. I don't know, I can't speak for everyone, but it's been really difficult and challenging. So because of that, I feel like I'm not really doing my baby justice if I'm not producing enough milk and she's getting frustrated with it, with the process. And then afterwards I just want to lay down. I'm so dizzy, I'm so weak and exhausted. I just want to lay down after each nursing session, when my baby wants to play and run around and crawl and like, "Mom," but I'm just like, I'm sorry, I can't. I have to go lay down. And that makes me sad. I feel like I'm not spending enough quality time with her because I'm just so drained each time. So that's like another huge reason why I want to stop nursing soon. And also it's not something I just up and just decided to do in one day, because you can't just quit cold turkey with breastfeeding. You really can't, right? It's something I've thought about for like the last 2 months. I've been thinking about and slowly transitioning my baby. So what we did was we first introduced formula to her because she can't have regular milk yet. So we been giving her formula. At first she hated it, but slowly she's okay, it's not too bad. She started accepting it. So that made it a little bit easier. So at this point, she actually drinks more formula. And then I also started cutting down the sessions, like to like 3 a week, 3 a day, sorry, 3 a day, and then 2 a day. And last week was just 2 sessions a day. This week, I'm only feeding her once a day. Even today, I just fed her once. And I really enjoyed that one session because I wasn't stressed out about it. I wasn't feeling stressed and overwhelmed that, okay, the next session I need to make sure I eat enough and this and that. Like instead, I'm like, you know what? One, it's just one, and I get to bond with her. And afterwards, hopefully, I'll still have enough energy, But now I am down to just one session a day. And then soon by next week, I'm thinking of I should slowly be eliminating it altogether by next week. And it makes me sad, like it really does. I admit I feel guilty and for even making this decision, But I do know that it is for my baby and it's for me, And after all, like my baby wants her mother to be healthy and happy and stress free so she can spend time with her. Like that's what my babies want, and I don't feel like I'm doing that justice for them. So, to be my best for my babies, I think this journey has to come to an end, unfortunately. Um, and like so going into like ways that I'm still bonding with my baby is that like when she's taking a bottle, I still hold her. Like I like to hold her and like well she because she can hold her own bottle now, but I still hold her to my chest and have her like hold her close to me and have her drink her bottle as I hold her hand and just like keep her close to me as if I'm nursing her. Obviously it's not the same, but it's close enough and we're still bonding. So I realized that it's not as scary as I imagine it is because we're still bonding. Also, like since I'm only nursing her once a day this week, I notice I have so much energy, like to run around, crawl around with her and play peekaboo and even play with my other boys and spend time with them, chase them around. Like I feel more energetic. I feel more like relieved. It's like a relief off my shoulders. But then again, I know the guilt is going to continue to get me, especially because I've done this with my two boys where I had to wean off early for different reasons. Um, and what happens is like when you wean your baby off breastfeeding, like within like 2 weeks after, like I know in 2 weeks from now, after 2 weeks after I completely stop nursing, I know it's going to hit me. The guilt is just going to beat me up, and I'm going to be crawled up in a ball, crying my eyes out. Like, why did I do this? Was it really for my baby? Was this a selfish decision? Like, I know I'm going to get to that point in 2 weeks. So that's why I'm making this video. Actually, it's for myself. So I can look back at it. And when that guilt starts piling up and beating me up, I'm going to actually watch this video and remind myself why I decided to do this. And the main reason is because I want to be my best self for my babies. I want to bring my best to the table. And I can't do that if I'm stressed out and overwhelmed and just exhausted and dizzy from every nursing session. Like, I won't be able to do that for them. So I think it's important that we have to remember that we can't do much for our babies. We're no use to our babies if we're not healthy, if we're not happy, if we're stressed out and exhausted all the time. We're no use to them. So, mom, don't feel bad. It's okay if you feel like it's time to wrap up this journey. And I'm just glad I even made it to 9 months. It's difficult. I know for some moms it might be very easy, and I'm happy for you. I'm so happy for you that if it's so easy. I wish it was that easy for me, but unfortunately it isn't. And I'm sure, I might get a little judgment here and there, but honestly, I don't care about people's opinion. I really don't. Okay, fine. I admit I do care about my mom's opinion. Okay, I do. But my mom is very supportive and she understands. She has a lot of kids and she knows she's been through this journey so many times and she knows how stressful it is. And I love that she's very supportive. And she always tells me, hey, you have to take care of yourself to be the best for your baby. Like your baby just wants you to be happy. Also, like remember, sis, a fed baby is is all you want. You want your baby to be fed, right? And sometimes it's a bottle. It has to be a bottle, you know. And it's okay. Your baby's probably not going to remember this phase. That's what my mom says to me, like, your baby's not going to remember this phase. Why are you complaining? But I know it's easier for certain moms and it isn't for some. And for me, unfortunately, It's my third time and it's still difficult, guys. But I'm just glad I got to 9 months. I'm so happy. And also, just in general, like I'm proud. I'm proud of myself for pushing to the 9 months, for really pushing to 9 months, and for always putting my baby first and thinking of my baby. And I think where the light bulb went off was when I was nursing my baby about 2 months ago, and she couldn't get any milk out. There was no milk coming out, and she looked at me and she just got really frustrated and started crying. And I would tell her, "Hey, it's okay. Like try again. Like please try again." Yeah, why am I getting emotional? But I would tell her, it's okay, try again. And she would try again. And then she's like, Mom, it's nothing. Like her face is like, there's nothing going on. There's no milk. And oh my goodness, that just broke my heart and made me so sad to feel like I can't nurture my baby. And that was tough. I'm sorry. I said I wouldn't cry. Go ahead and laugh at me if you need to, whatever. But that was probably where the light bulb went off, that it was time to wrap up this journey. But like I said, I'm so happy I got to even experience it. I'm happy that I got that bond with my baby for 9 whole months. And now I'm excited for the next journey. I'm excited to have that energy to run around with her now that she's crawling and moving around and she's very interactive now. I want to be there for those moments. Those moments are important. And same with my boys. I want to be there for this time in their life for them, and just cherish that without feeling exhausted and hating the nursing process. I don't want to get to the point where I hate breastfeeding. Like I don't want to do that. So for those reasons, I think I think it's time, guys. This is it. This is time. But thank you so much for watching this. And I'm glad I was not Mama Bear in this video, but thank you for watching. And, please leave a comment at the bottom if you had a similar journey as I did, or if it's easier for you, or if you can relate, or if you have a different perspective on this. I would love to hear your opinion. And thank you again for watching and joining me for this video. Until next time.